You're watching Reality Check. As per the government's latest numbers, India has vaccinated over 10 lakh or close to 1 million people in almost a week. Now, the numbers seem impressive, but it doesn't reflect the thousands of those who did not turn up for their COVID vaccine shots. According to the last data from the government on achieving targets, while some states are on track, others are not. States like Odisha and Telangana and Uttar Pradesh are close to 70 to 80% of their targets. But if one goes down further and looks at other states, then there are low-performing states as well. If we just go down a little further, then look at the low performers like Tamil Nadu, Puducherry and Punjab, only between 20 to 30% of their targets as of January 19th of 2021. To try and get Indians to overcome their reluctance, the government has taken a number of steps, like bringing in a walk-in option for those who may have missed their date, allowing top officials to take vaccine shots to boost confidence, the Prime Minister speaking to beneficiaries and vaccinators, a direct outreach by several governments to beneficiaries to tell them that they don't need to worry. But is all of this working? Meher Pandey in Delhi and Shonakshi Chakraborty in Bangalore spoke to multiple healthcare workers about why they are vaccine hesitant.
Over 3 days, we reached out to dozens of healthcare workers across Delhi. Most of them did not want to speak on camera or have their identities revealed, but through them we were able to get a glimpse of the multiple reasons why numbers are still low. We start with a resident doctor in a government hospital in Delhi, who even though was assigned to get the Covishield shot on Saturday, did not show up. He says this is because he still has doubts.
कई बार ऐसा भी फीलिंग आता है कि ऐसा तो नहीं है कि हमारे ऊपर ही ट्रायल हो रहा हो, ये भी हो सकता है। देखते अगर सब कुछ सही रहता है, अगर अच्छा डेवलप कर जाता है तो फिर आगे सोच सकते हैं, लेकिन अभी फिलहाल तो बिल्कुल नहीं लग रहा है कि हमको लेना चाहिए।
बहुत सारे डॉक्टर्स हैं जो भारत बायोटेक की वैक्सीन पर्टिकुलर में नहीं लेना चाहते हैं। आपने कोविशील्ड की मना
हाँ, कितने दिनों तक वो लास्ट करेगा प्रोटेक्शन, ये नहीं है क्लियर। उसमें लिखा है कि मतलब 4 months, 6 months, श्योर नहीं है कि कितने दिन के बाद वो देगा प्रोटेक्शन की नहीं देगा उसके बाद।
Another factor, the glitches in the CoWIN app meant to alert beneficiaries. Vijay Kumar, a 55-year-old ward boy at Delhi's government-run LNJP hospital, says he missed the jab on Monday because he did not get any message.
मेरे को कुछ नहीं पता था क्या करने, मेरे पास फ़ोन वगैरह कोई नहीं आया और वैक्सीन कह दिए आप नहीं बताया मेरे को। दूसरे मैं तो करवाने के लिए तैयार हूँ, लेकिन मेरे को पता ही नहीं चला, बताया ही नहीं किसी ने, तो कैसे कर ड्यूटी मेरे को ख्वाब तो आ नहीं रहे, क्या कहते हैं कि आज वैक्सीन लगनी है।
Some health workers in Delhi's government hospitals who we spoke to on the phone say they were not in Delhi on their designated day. In some hospitals, health workers do COVID duty for 14 days and are given 14 days off to quarantine. And because the CoWIN app generates names randomly and at the last minute, the chance of a beneficiary being available at the vaccination site becomes low. आपने वैक्सीन लगवाई मंडे को या नहीं?
मैं अभी क्वारंटाइन डेट में हूँ, मेरा कोविड ड्यूटी खत्म हुआ था 7 को, तो उसके बाद मैं आके लगवाऊंगी।
ओह ओके, तो मैम ये मैं बहुत लोगों से सुन रही हूँ कि उनका वैक्सीनेशन का दिन उनके कोविड ड्यूटी के बाद के क्वारंटीन में लगाया गया है।
कोई ऐसा किसी ने जानबूझ के नाम नहीं दिया है, ऐसे ये सोचा के नहीं दिया है कि इसका क्वारंटीन का डे है। राइट, ऑफ कोर्स, मतलब रैंडमली सिलेक्ट हुआ है। जब आपकी क्वारंटीन खत्म होगी, will you take the vaccine? Yeah, I will.
मैम, आपका नाम मंडे को आया था, but am I right that you didn't take the vaccine?
हाँ, क्योंकि मैं I am out of station ना, that's why I can't take.
You will take the vaccine after you come back?
Yeah, sure.
The CoWIN app is supposed to text each person that is scheduled to be vaccinated.
Personally, yeah.
Right. वो आपको text नहीं आया?
No.
But it's not just system error. There is an underlying hesitancy to take the jab.
तो आपने Tuesday को वैक्सीन लगवाया?
नहीं लगवाया मैम।
जी मैम, तो मैं पूछ सकती हूँ आपने क्यों नहीं लगवाया?
मेरी तबीयत ठीक नहीं थी एक्चुअली।
अच्छा, क्योंकि मैम काफ़ी लोग कह रहे हैं कि थोड़ा डर है, वैक्सीन अभी मतलब नहीं लगवाना चाहते हैं, थोड़ा वेट करना चाहते हैं, तो ऐसा डर आपको भी है?
हाँ जी, मैं ये सोची थी, मैंने कहा अभी और लोगों को भी लग जाए, बाद में लगवा लेंगे फिर।
ऐसा क्यों, मतलब कोवैक्सीन की वजह से, या फिर अगर आपको सीरम इंस्टीट्यूट वाली कोविशील्ड मिल रही होती तो आप लगवा लेते?
नहीं मैम, अभी मैं तो जल्दी से क्रोसिन भी नहीं खाती हूँ।
Not just in Delhi, healthcare workers from Bangalore meant to get the Covishield vaccine tell us why they stayed away.
I'm having hypertension, BP, thyroid and sugar, so I don't feel like taking COVID injection.
ಅಂತ ಪೀಕ್ ಅವರ್ಸಲ್ಲೇ ನಮಗೆ ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ಅದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅದರ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ನಮಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
Another factor, concerns over Covaxin, for which phase 3 trials are yet to be completed. The government has pushed back against the worry that those being administered the vaccine are in a sense human guinea pigs. But as of now, people who receive this vaccine are being made to sign a consent form. The consent form mentions that the vaccine is being administered in a clinical trial mode and that recipients will be monitored for 3 months after the second dose, indirectly implying that those who take this vaccine are in fact subjects of a trial.
Some doctors in the government-run RML hospital, one of the 6 sites in Delhi that is getting Covaxin, have made their concerns public. They told us why they are not going to take the vaccine when their turn comes.
Why do you prefer Covishield over Covaxin?
We know more about Covishield, so that makes us more likely to tilt towards Covishield.
So you personally, when your date comes, it hasn't come yet, right? So when it comes, would you take Covaxin?
I would obviously not be preferring Covaxin at this moment. I'm not saying in the future. Maybe in the future, if it happens, I might be taking Covaxin when the results, when the phase 3 results come out and they seem encouraging.
We would have comfortably taken if it was Covishield.
Yes. In our center, I was expecting Covishield. So that's why in the haste we had to write the letter and demand and intimate about our apprehension to the authorities.
Not everyone is averse to taking Covaxin. Like this nurse at Delhi's RML hospital, somewhat startlingly said, she was told that she is a trial subject.
आपको कोवैक्सिन मिल रही है जिसके बारे में काफ़ी कंट्रोवर्सी है, तो इसका कंसेंट प्रोसेस काफ़ी डिटेल्ड है, तो उन्होंने आपको क्या क्या बताया कंसेंट के प्रोसेस?
कंसेंट तो हमारे को लगाने से पहले उन्होंने कंसेंट फॉर्म दे दिया था जिसके बारे में बताया गया था आपको कोई एलर्जीज हो, ब्रेस्ट फीडिंग हो, प्रेगनेंसी हो, कुछ भी अगर आपको है ऐसे एलर्जी या कुछ भी है तो आप वो इंजेक्शन नहीं लगवा सकते।
इसका पूरा ट्रायल नहीं ख़त्म हुआ, ये सब उन्होंने आपको बताया कि अभी ये फेज 3 ट्रायल चल रहा है?
फेज 3 हाँ हमारे पे ही चल रहा है, ये बताया उन्होंने हमारे
आपके ऊपर ही चल रहा है। तो उन्होंने ये भी कहा कि 3 महीने तक कभी आपको ऑब्जर्व करेंगे?
नहीं, अभी उन्होंने हमारे को 7 दिन के लिए एक फॉर्म दिया है जिसपे उन्होंने लिखा हुआ है कोई फीवर है, एलर्जी है, कुछ भी वॉमिटिंग है, कुछ भी अगर आपको होता है तो वो विदिन 7 डेज का हमें डाटा तैयार करना है।
आपने भी सुना होगा कि आपके मतलब पीयर्स नहीं ले रहे हैं क्योंकि उनको ट्रायल सब्जेक्ट नहीं बनना है, तो आपको ये सब आप इस सबसे सहमत है कि आपको मतलब?
हाँ, जब तक ट्रायल नहीं करोगे तो लोगों को आगे लगेगा कैसे, पता तो तभी चलेगा ना जब आप लगवाओगे।
But not everyone understands that the vaccine is still in trial, like the security supervisor at RML hospital.
जब इतनी गवर्नमेंट ने ये करके दिया है और साइंटिस्ट ने प्रूफ करके दिया है तो हमारे लाइफ के साथ खिलवाड़ नहीं कर सकते वो। और मेरे को मोदी जी का पूरा विश्वास है कि अपने जनता के साथ, हम लोगों के साथ को कोई गलत चीज़ नहीं करवाएंगे और मेरे को विश्वास है कि मैं सुरक्षित रहूँगा।
तो उन्होंने आपको क्या बताया कि ये वैक्सीन दूसरी वैक्सीन से कैसी है डिफरेंट?
इस टाइप का मेरे को डिफरेंस नहीं बताया गया, लेकिन मेरे को जैसे लगा कि मेरे जहाँ पर मैं ड्यूटी कर रहा हूँ और यहाँ वैक्सीन लग रहा है तो मैं इस चीज़ का फ़ायदा क्यों ना उठाऊँ।
With Xavier Thomas, Pooja Arya, Manu Nair and Sonakshi Chakravarti, Meher Pandey for NDTV.
Okay, joining me tonight on Reality Check, I have with me Dr. Sudarshan Balal, Chairman of Manipal Hospitals, joining me from Bengaluru. We have with us Dr. Anjan Trikha, Chairman of Clinical Managerial Group, COVID Center, AIMS, K. Sujata Rao, former Health Secretary in the Government of India. But let me start with Dr. K. Srinath Reddy, President, Public Health Foundation. Dr. Reddy, so multiple strands that are leading to many Indians, health workers, hesitant to take the shot. Is this normal when you have a new vaccine come into the picture, or is it also partly to do with the kind of confusion over the Covaxin and the way that all of that was handled?
Well, I think there are multiple factors that are contributing. Firstly, I think the threat perception has gone down markedly because the cases have come down, the deaths have come down, the serious hospitalizations have come down.
Right.
Therefore,
overall
people are not
threat,
feeling
you
as
mean the
threatened.
overall COVID threat perception has come down in the country?
Yes, the
Right.
overall COVID threat perception has come down. If it had happened, for example, in September that the vaccine was being given, where many people were alarmed, then people were actually clamoring for the vaccine at that time. So that is one factor. The second is the uncertainty that has been created by the controversy about the Covaxin,
Right.
and rather public spat that has taken place that has actually undermined a bit of the confidence. But if timely clarifications were given, and even regarding the nature of the regulatory approval, if explanations were provided in time with clarity, people would have understood the reasoning that
Okay.
was behind whatever decisions were taken. Then, of course, the fact that the app itself is not functioning very efficiently
Right.
doesn't help. There is also a problem that the list of contraindications that have been given by the two vaccine manufacturers in India
Yes.
is not very helpful, because when they say people with so many comorbidities should not be taking it, people with who are on blood thinners should not be taking it, which blood thinners do they mean? Many of the people who actually have comorbidities will be on aspirin, and that's not a contraindication internationally. So in a sense, we overreacted also in terms of the defensive statements made by
Right,
the two
and that's
manufacturers.
contributing to. Okay. K. Sujata Rao, at this stage, I mean, we saw there that the government is trying to do some damage control, trying to put out ways of trying to get people to not be fearful. Do you think it's enough?
I don't think so. It's a bit too late, but maybe not unless and until the Prime Minister and the Chief Minister and all these influencers also take the vaccine. And, right now it's difficult to convince everyone to take Covaxin because of all the controversy and the reasons explained by Dr. Reddy. So I think it's better to go ahead with Covishield and try and cover as many as possible, because I think in a month or 6 weeks,
Yes.
Covaxin should come out with its efficacy studies and a regular approval can be given.
Right.
The worst thing that's happened is not only a conditional approval with several caveats, but after 3 or 4 days, the company comes out with all the people who should be exempted from taking or should
Right.
not be taking the vaccine. I think that psychologically did it.
That didn't help
and
very much. Okay.
To take the risk, yeah.
Right. The Prime Minister, of course, saying that he will be taking it soon, and also now for the first time, Covaxin has the data from the first phase has been published in Lancet, so that's been peer reviewed, but we still don't have that for phase 2, and of course phase 3 is still going on. But Dr. Ballal, how is it going with your chain of hospitals, with your health workers? Are people, buying into the? I mean, are they sort of turning up, or are they worries?
Good evening, Srinivas, our esteemed panelists. Great to be here. After being bruised and battered by COVID for almost a year, I thought everyone would jump at the occasion to have a vaccine, which I personally did. And I feel it's very unfortunate there's still so much of reluctance to take the vaccine, and Dr. Reddy sort of elaborated the reasons for it.
Right.
We have been fortunate in our organization that about 75 to 80% of our employees have taken it. And I'm sure in the second phase, a lot more people who missed the first dose for various genuine reasons will take it. So I think the response in our institution has been very good, which it should be. And I do believe that there was some confusion created by the Covaxin insert started soon after the vaccination program was rolled out.
Yeah.
That could have been dealt with in a better fashion and created more
Would
confidence.
are you, with your hospital, is it Covishield that you're assigned to, or Covaxin?
Yeah, all of us got the Covishield vaccine. In fact, I was one of the first in the state to receive the vaccine, because I have been a firm believer in the safety efficacy and also the need for this vaccine. I think, unfortunately, the democracy cannot mandate a vaccine, but I do believe that the rights of the society should override the rights of individuals, because you should try to prevent COVID, when especially most of the trials have shown that it is quite safe. And to give you an example, there was a measles breakout and an epidemic in many cities in the US because some parents did not want to vaccinate their children against measles.
Right.
And those children spread it in the schools. I think something like that should not happen. Especially healthcare workers should not only protect themselves, they should also protect the people they're taking care of.
Fair enough.
So I think aggressive awareness campaigns are needed at this time.
Okay. Dr. Trikha, how is it going at AIIMS? Is it again going well, or are people still worried?
Thanks, Srinivasan. As you would have seen all over the newspapers, we at AIIMS New Delhi got Covaxin, and who's who of the hospital volunteered to take the first shots.
Yes.
There was apprehension, I must accept it, I must admit it, but then as and when the time has gone by, there are more and more senior doctors who are coming and getting themselves vaccinated. After having said that, we must also realize that many senior people would have those inherent conditions where this vaccine has to be avoided. To give you an example which is totally unheard of, is that certain people who have certain skin diseases may be on certain medications which may be immunosuppressants, and they are not supposed to be taking these vaccinations.
Right.
So there would be a large number of people above a certain age who would not be the ideal candidates to take it, but the rest really can take it. And it is catching up. We also had our share of controversies. People were a bit apprehensive seeing the TV channels and the WhatsApp messages. But I am sure in the days to come, things will add up. And the second thing is that most of the doctors again feel what Dr. Reddy said, that the threat perception has gone down. And we realize now the way it spreads, the way we were so afraid of the fomites. Now we are reasonably comfortable. But I am sure it will pick up.
Okay. But, you know, I just want to ask you, though, Dr. Trikha, that while it's one thing to say that health workers should you know, overcome their fears, they shouldn't go by rumors, but aren't there legitimate concerns as well, particularly with Covaxin? You're taking a vaccine where you have to sign a consent form, where it's essentially being implied that you're part of a trial, and along with that comes all these riders, that if you have A, B, C, D, E conditions, you can't take it. Surely that would make somebody think twice.
Okay. See, it will be the basic doctors at various age groups and departments and specialties who would be able to understand the nitty-gritties of phase 2, phase 3 trials and the post-marketing surveillance, all those issues, what are there exactly.
Right.
There were issues, and we must realize that this is an emergency authorization of this vaccine because of the pandemic. We are not having normal circumstances. It is not normal life that we are living nowadays.
Okay.
There was a problem, and I can assure you that as and when the time goes by, we will have the phase 3 results.
Okay.
This Covaxin will also be acceptable.
Sure.
It is still acceptable, and a large number of our own colleagues who are involved in these trials, we are all in touch with them, and we know it is pretty safe. It's just that when you have two options, it could be anything. It could be two options in a vaccination, it could be two options in a medicine or whatever. So one has to choose one over the other, and each one of them will have its own pluses and negatives.
Okay.
So that's where the problem comes.
Okay.
Somebody says Covaxin has a 50-55% efficacy. Well, the Oxford one has a 70-75% efficacy.
Right.
We really don't know how good or bad they are on the Indian population.
Right.
We have also realized that we in India, and let's say a large number of people in Asia, we didn't have the same kind of infection which the US had, which Europe had.
No, that's true.
So maybe we are a different genetic combination.
Well,
we have
yes,
have a different genetic combination.
For once,
so Covaxin will come in. There were apprehensions, but I'm sure they will settle down.
Dr. Reddy, let's just consider a scenario where it does, I mean, you know, ideally as many people get covered, but let's say there is still considerable hesitancy. Is that still okay if not the full percentage, the full, compliance is met, given, as you said, the fact that the virus numbers are coming down, or no?
Well, ideally, everybody should get vaccinated, whoever is eligible, because we do not know how long the immunity conferred by the natural infection will last because the amount of virus dose that person may have been exposed to is very variable.
Right.
And therefore, the severity of the infection and the response of the immunity in an asymptomatic, mildly symptomatic, and severely symptomatic person would vary.
Yes.
And we also know that the so-called herd immunity is a bit of a problem in the sense that just now we have had a report from Brazil, from Manaus, where actually 76% had antibody prevalence, but still the virus is spreading rapidly over there in that province.
Oh.
So we have to make sure that people are protected, and immunization is the best way of doing it for a period of time. So I believe the uncertainties will have to be resolved. Let us hope the Bharat Biotech vaccine, the Covaxin, will actually complete its trial, and let us hope that it comes out successful as an effective vaccine.
Right.
And maybe just like the youngsters at GABA, it might surprise us because people were doubters, and then the youngsters surprised us. Maybe this will surprise us with the efficiency.
Who knows? Sujata Rao, very quickly as we're running out of time, you know, looking at past examples, are there any precedents where you start off a vaccination drive, you don't have the immediate buy-in, it's only 50-odd% compliance, but you can still turn it around?
Not turn it around, but you know, in H1N1 pandemic in 2010, we did get the vaccine and supplied it first as, you know, the priority list being healthcare givers. But by the time we could get it all the agreements and the production and the manufacture and supply, the pandemic, the seriousness and the had reduced, you know, the threat perception had reduced drastically, and there was no offtake. That's exactly what Dr. Reddy has pointed out, and that's exactly what is likely to happen now. But the only difference here is that I do wish that Covaxin was approved after phase 3, and we had these 2 vaccines and we run with the ball, largely because we still cannot take it easy and say that we may not have a second big wave coming on us. So new strains coming in, and no one, I don't think anyone can predict saying the game is over, we can relax and it's all on the way out, you know.
All right.
So that being the case, I really wish that this muddled, controversial background wasn't there for Covaxin. What I want to just say is, you know, the entire approach to this problem has been, trust us, we are good people, we are very nice, Bharat Biotech is a very nice company, trust. But that's not enough. You have to go through the protocols, and you have to come up with hard data.
Let's hope,
So that is the issue.
Let's hope we get to that point very quickly, but we're completely out of time. Thank you all so much for joining me on Reality Check. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.